Trishy, I'm in the mood for a bit of morning tea.
Morning tea. Well, or even afternoon tea.
Why not?
Today we're going to make a chocolate gingerbread slice.
Ooh, that sounds interesting.
It is. This is not firm like normal gingerbread. It's more of a cakey slice, but the flavour is really quite delicious.
Wonderful. How can I help you to start with?
All right, if you can put in the saucepan some butter and brown sugar and golden syrup, and we just need to melt that gently. And then I'm going to sieve here some self-raising flour. And some cocoa. I need 1/4 cup of the Bourneville cocoa. We've talked about this before. It's really important. Once you've opened the box, that you need to transfer it to an airtight container.
And why is that?
Well, because it tends to absorb moisture, it'll get quite lumpy and quite hard, a bit like icing sugar too.
Of course.
As well, I've got some ground ginger. It wouldn't be gingerbread without some ginger, so I've got some ground ginger there, and also for a bit of extra spice, some cinnamon. So all we need to do there is to sieve those ingredients, or sift, just to remove any lumps and mix those dry ingredients together.
And this is coming together nicely. It looks like a nice, rich caramel.
Well, it's got all the right ingredients for it, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
All right, now the other thing I need to do here is just to chop some glacé ginger, which is one of my favourite things. My mum used to tell a story about when she was a child, they used to glacé the ginger at home and have them up at the top, you know, shelf. I'm like, who would eat that? Like, children just don't get it. But I don't know, maybe you grow up and ginger kind of overtakes you.
Do you do that in your house now?
No, but I do love it.
Now, this is coming off the heat. It's just melted together. It's not too hot.
No, we'll let that cool down a little bit.
Sure.
Now we just need the eggs whisked with the sour cream.
I can do that. 3 eggs. And into a bowl.
And I am going to make a little whirl in here. Oops. Oh, flour storm. Sorry, Jess.
Right, no worries, Trish. Then, interesting ingredient to add, a bit of sour cream.
It just adds a little bit of richness to it. Yummy.
And I'll whisk those.
Well, the great thing about this is it's just one of those really easy melt and mix recipes. So I think they're great for, you know, like Saturday afternoon, Sunday afternoon or morning, you know, perfect to take to work. You know, everyone has a birthday at work these days. It's nice to take something like that with you.
Sounds good.
Righto, pop that in there. I've got the ginger in as well, and then we just need the melted ingredients there, and we can stir it all together.
This is truly very easy.
Yeah, super easy.
And then the whole lot in after it's cooled down slightly. I'll just have a taste to make sure it's...
Oh yeah, make sure it's all
tastes
right.
okay.
Yep, that's it.
Oh yeah, it tastes okay.
Well, once it's got the ginger through, it'll be beautiful.
And then it just all comes together. Yep, this is why I love your recipes, because they are so easy to remember. It's just wet ingredients, dry ingredients, and they always taste so good.
Well, look, it's about making it simple, I guess, for the cook at home. I mean, obviously, if it's for a special occasion, you know, there might be a bit more work required for a special dessert or a party or big celebration. But, you know, I think just as much of your time can be spent eating, you know, on a casual Sunday afternoon or a picnic out with friends or whatever. So
it smells so good.
yeah, it does smell good, I must admit. I do love that ginger.
Scraping down the sides. And then you've just lined this with a little bit of baking paper.
Yep, a little bit of baking paper. Okay, so the oven's at 170 and we're going to cook it for about 30 to 35 minutes.
Great.
Okay, now we need the ingredients for the frosting.
Okay. A little bit of cream cheese and some icing sugar.
Icing sugar, and what I've got here in the bowl is some white chocolate, which we've already melted and allowed to cool with a little bit of butter. So what we need to do is to whisk the icing sugar into the cream cheese.
I can do that. And I can feel how soft this cream cheese is. We've removed it from the fridge.
Yeah, it's actually the spreadable variety, so it makes it a little bit easier.
Okay. And it does seem like a lot of icing sugar for the amount of
Initially.
cream cheese, but as soon as the icing sugar starts to absorb into that cream cheese, it becomes really smooth and silky. Oh, a bit of a workout.
Yeah, come on.
There you go.
All right, I'm going to give you this now, just to put through. So that's that melted white chocolate.
You like to get a head start on this. While the slice is cooking, pop it in the fridge, forget about it.
Well, you want it to firm up a little bit.
Yeah.
The chocolate will firm.
Yep. That looks good. Done.
Great.
So that goes in the fridge. We'll just wait for the cake to finish cooking. We'll allow it to cool completely. and then we can dress it. No, this is a simple slice recipe, but then all of a sudden it's transformed with a delightful decoration done by our Trishy girl. You know, whenever I think that you can't come up with any more cakes, slices and desserts, you always come up with a brand new idea. That's why I love you.
I'll try.